little bit about your first Encore show. What was it, and how did you get involved with it?
Okay, my first Encores was Dewberry Was a Lady,
Okay.
which, incidentally, I think has gone on record as being one of the least successful ones, if I can say that. I had met Jay Bender at an open call for a show called Time and Again. And I guess at that time they needed a high tenor for a quartet for Dewberry, and they called me in for that. And I walked in the room, and Rob Fisher, who was the music director at the time, I don't know that this is why I got the gig. I gave him the high B flat, but he also happened to be from my hometown. So I think that kind of sealed the deal, maybe.
Yes. And what was that experience like for you? Did you find it stressful, exciting, just for being thrown into this?
It was really exciting, and actually not very stressful, because back then, the singers and dancers were really separate worlds, and singers really just stood and sang. In fact, I think I wasn't even called for rehearsal every day. Unlike now, you know, jump 5 years later, and singers are moving more, dancing. You know, the lines are a little blurry.
How else has Encores changed since you first started?
Well, probably the biggest change is the addition of more activity on stage. It's kind of gone from a very simple concert format to almost pretty fully staged productions, though still with book in hand, but there's a lot more going on now.
Right. And what keeps you coming back to Encores?
The people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of become a family. I think it's been affectionately called Camp Encores, you know, and if you've done 2 or 3, you start to work with the same creative teams over and over again. So kind of, you're coming back home, kind of, sort of.
Right. And what was your favorite production? Not counting this one. Your favorite past production?
Favorite past? I would probably say my favorite was Stairway to Paradise, which was the first time that they actually created something totally new. I think it was the season 2008, when they were celebrating the centenary of the Follies, and they created their own Follies. And in that one, they chose to give me a big number to open Act 2, so that was fun. And then I got to actually do a lot more dancing, which I don't normally get a chance to, and I don't really consider myself a dancer, so the challenge of that, plus actually getting to, you know, be featured more, was great.
Excellent. And in this show, you are the Pyramid Club singer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have your own number?
It's a short moment, but, you know, they tend to these days, you know, since probably the 6th show, throw me something kind of special there, a solo here and there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, thanks.
It's a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure.